American dream. One of the benefits of growing up in this area is watching it grow and change constantly. We've got light rail going in, and because of so many people flooding to our area, we need more housing. So today, we're going to meet with a local developer with ties to the community that is working on this project right here. And not only are we going to find out what they're doing, what they're going to build, but we're going to find out how they're repurposing these properties until the construction begins. Let's meet them now. This is Ben Pryde. He is the co-owner of F.A. Johnson Development Company. Ben, thanks for being on the American Dream.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So tell us what's going on here. I'm very excited to let everybody know what's happening.
So myself and my business partner, Fawn, we own FAJ Development, and we acquired these 7 houses, and we plan to construct a 6-story, 165-unit apartment building on it. In the interim, we're working with World Relief to house refugees as they first come into the country before we tear down the houses. So we're very excited about this project and what it will be, and we're also excited about how we're able to use these houses in the interim.
How long do the people stay? What happens while they're here?
Well, that really depends. Sometimes this is usually sometimes can be their first stop in the U.S. and they're here as they're trying to get approved for an apartment. So sometimes it's less than a week, and sometimes it can be a few months depending on the size of the family and their budget. So sometimes they're right out of the country that they came from, and other times they're coming from other locations.
Like
throughout the US.
transitioning from another
Yes,
location.
so very kind of transitionary housing. Yeah. But a lot of times it's just nice for these families after what's oftentimes a traumatic experience to just be a family and be kids. And we have about 5 houses we use for refugee families, and a lot of times they're playing with each other and kind of, after a long time, a very normal environment for them. So
That's fantastic, yeah.
And it's also one of the first buildings in Seattle that's using CLT, cross-laminated timber. So we're excited about that too.
What is cross-laminated timber for people that don't know what that is?
Right, so it's a type of mass timber. And so basically what it is, plywood is very thin sheets of wood that are stacked like this, but in this case, it's basically 2x4s that are stacked in either layers of 3, 5, or 7, and they make up, in our case, the floors of the building. So the ceilings will be wood, and so it'll be very nice, and there'll be a lot of light. And it really speaks to Ballard's history of kind of woodworking, or specifically shingles.
Yeah.
So we're kind of excited about that. And as you can see down the street, there's a lot of oak trees. We're keeping that incorporated in design. It's called canopy. So
Nice. Yeah. My grandpa worked at the shingle factory. And what else makes this building unique?
a couple different things. So as you alluded to earlier, unit mix, we have some smaller units that we're really able to have a nice price point for people. We have some CDUs and studios. And additionally, we are participating in the MFTE program. And that's something where we will designate 20% of our units at affordable rates that are set by the city of Seattle. So again, we're excited about that. We hope this building is much more than just housing. It's a community for different people at different stages of life.
What I like about it is, you have experience and ties to Ballard, and I feel like your designs are very thoughtful. They're not just, a behemoth. They have personality and character, which I think really helps them to assimilate into the area and really build a sense of community. So thank you for that. Well, thank you so much for filling us in, and thanks for being on the American Dream.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
So now we have a better idea what's going on behind me. It'll be exciting to see how it all looks when it's done. Thank you to F.A. Johnson for coming out and talking to us today. Ben Pryde. I'm Ann Nordling, and we'll see you next time.